You're watching Sipping Off the Cuff on TequilaAficionado.com, part of Tequila Aficionado Media. I'm Alex Perez in Southern California.
I'm Max Headroom.
How
If we're looking a
you
little
doing, Mike?
jerky, if we're looking a little hippy jerky, it's the internet.
It's the
It's
internet.
the internet.
Well, you can't
Alex,
live with it, can't live without it now.
no, and neither can we. Tonight, Alex, we should have been wearing our Hawaiian shirts, but it's
Ah,
still winter time and it's cold in San Antonio. You're there at the Area 51 of Tequila.
in rainy Southern California.
Is it raining there too?
It was, yeah.
Oh, that explains it. That yeah, every time. See, it never rains in Southern California unless we're going to record sipping off the cuff.
There you go.
So for our first tequila of 2017, Alex, we're going to go to the Hawaiian Islands.
The islands.
We're going to the islands. Because we wish we were someplace else. We are doing. See if you can see that Kapena.
Ah. Even the top is pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
You got the islands right there. Neat looking bottle.
Yep. It's
Neat looking label. You got a double hold Polynesian, canoe.
Yeah, it's got
You know.
very Asian flavor to it.
Yeah, and
Um,
there's tequila in here, so it's kind of like a merging of cultures, Polynesian and Mexican.
well, the interesting thing is that this is the company. I believe the gentleman's name is Mike Togo. I think. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. He was the one that turned us on to this, and they're almost exclusively in Hawaii. However, they are coming
Good looking bottle.
shortly to the mainland, which means California.
It's a good looking bottle too.
Yeah, I love the
Here's my
stopper.
glorifier.
Oh, can you see that? Check it out. It photographs beautifully. We have a photo of it, of the label, on Instagram, on our Instagram, and we did it's very
iPhone
very
glorifier.
elegant, very simple. And this is an unusual bottle too, Alex. It's not.
Yeah,
I've
it's a
never
good
seen
looking bottle.
it doesn't look like it's a special order bottle, but I've never seen one like this before.
No, it's real rustic looking too.
Yeah, it's got a good hand feel. Now, the reason that it's pink, well, let's pour some. Let's just pour some so people can see what it looks like. It
Well, it's infused with what are they calling it? Li Hing Mui.
Li Hing Mui, which sounds like it sounds like a martial art.
So it's a interesting color, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like a brassy orange or a deep. We've seen some extra añejos that are like this,
It's a
a
neat
really
looking color.
brassy color. Um, let me just read you what's on the label so you guys get an idea because I know the label's kind of light, but it is tequila with natural flavor, um, certified color, and artificially sweetened. It is 100% silver tequila, 100%. It's 40 ABV. Yep, it's on the back there. And let's see, it's an infused tequila. So this would be, Alex, in our infused categories for
Right.
for future Brands of Promise. They got a website too. It's at kapenatequila.com. But it is hecho en Mexico, so it is out of their. It's NOM 1468.
1468.
Now they tell me, Alex, and Alex is the only one who can really pronounce this. So go ahead and pronounce it again. What is it infused with?
Ah, the Li Hing Mui, which
It's
is supposed to be some type of plum,
yeah, it's
right? It's a plum that's grown there in Hawaii.
right. Apparently, it is in liquor, salt, and sugar, and then grinding them into a fine powder. It originated in China, and but it's ubiquitous in Hawaii, where locals treat it as the #1 sidekick to all their sweet treats.
Okay.
Okay, so
So it's a primary ingredient for a lot of Hawaiian.
and I've heard that. I've heard that there
Okay.
there are a lot of. It's very popular to infuse I guess not just beverages, but primarily beverages. But it says you can, I guess you can cook with it. You know, it's kind of like tahine, Alex. You know how you can put tahine on yeah, you know, or you know, you put that on a like when you make a tamarindo a margarita.
Sure. Put it on. Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of salt the rim with it.
Well, I'm thinking fruit. The family here likes putting that stuff on everything.
Well, there you go. So it's fresh fruit. Yeah, it's kind of like tahine, but there are people putting it in their salads.
Okay. So it's like a flavoring,
Yeah, they have.
a natural flavoring. Now, Mike, does your bottle have seeds in it?
It looks like it does, huh? It's got floaties in it. Yes. Yeah.
Because I was reading in the material that it had seeds in it, but I couldn't find any seeds in mine.
I've got some. I don't know if they call these seeds. They look like floaty objects, and it's not your cork or anything like that. It is literally the infusion.
Oh, so those are the plum seeds.
I guess.
I was reading it. It's the plum seeds, but I couldn't find any in mine.
Yeah, they're very tiny. They're very little. It's almost as if they had slipped through the filter, through the sieve, or something like that. You know. But anyway, beautiful color.
Yeah, beautiful color.
And you know, this is our first foray. It's unusual for us to start off a tasting with an infused tequila, but they're becoming more and more popular. So it's got a real sweet nose too, Alex.
It does have a sweet nose, and you know what? The tequila is shining through also the infusion.
Well, you know, and that's the secret. We don't mind infused tequilas. I mean, there's room for it. Obviously, we've proven, and it's been proven that there's room on the shelf for, you know, for infused tequilas, but they have to be done right.
Wow.
I love the nose on it, though, Alex. The nose is really pleasant. It's not an overpowering, or it's not an offensive nose at all.
No, it smells like a white or a blanco.
It almost smells like a wine, Alex.
Well, wait till you taste it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna. It's got the legs and tears. I mean,
I didn't expect it.
Let's see.
I didn't expect the. It's really interesting.
Ooh, but the tequila comes through on the retronasal. It almost tastes like it's at a higher proof.
It does. Is it? It's 40?
Yeah, it's 40. It's 80 proof. Wow, this thing's got a kick to it, man. It's peppery. I mean,
It's peppery. It's
got qualities
sweet.
of a peppery blanco. Where is that distillery anyway?
It's in the Highlands.
Is it a Highlands?
Yeah,
distillery?
you know, I was looking at the gnome, and I think it's got the same gnome as Alquimia.
No
But
kidding.
I couldn't find a bottle of Alquimia to double check.
It's produced by Tequilero Mexico. So this is a let me find it. 1468. Bear with us, folks. I'm gonna pop open my my gnome list just to be sure what else comes out of there, and I don't know why I hadn't done this before. We received these tequilas late in 2016 for the 2017 season, so and we've just put to bed the 2016 Brands of Promise, so this is our first one of this 2017 season, and wow.
So this is a very unique infused tequila.
Yeah, it's not like and you and I have had every single one so far. We've had the cinnamon infused. We've had Tantel, where it's
the espresso.
Right. We've had the one the one for us was Soltado. That was 2016. Yeah. It was great on añejo, an infused añejo, which is unusual. This is an infused blanco. Okay, I got this up. We are at 1468. So let's do the math here.
No, my palate's not 100%, but I do
Oh,
like tasting.
oh wow. Silver Coin, Alquimia, Casa Vieja,
Casa Vieja, okay.
Tierra Brava, Kapena. Well, you know what? It sold me already. If you got Silver Coin and Alquimia, that explains the hardiness because the Blanco comes through, Alex,
It does.
and the
It does.
pepper too. There's pepper in it.
Well, I even get that in the nose.
So what do you think, Alex? I mean, it's probably the most unusual tequila that you're going to try this year, unless something else happens. Um, but
I think it's worthy, Mike, of even a Brand of Promise nominee.
yeah, because
It's very unique.
it's not offensive. It's a full blown blanco. If you're starting with anything close to Alquimia or Silver Coin, which we've had both of, I think there's another one called Arandense that comes out of there also. Wow, because it's not so sweet. Even some of the infused ones that we have had in the past have a stronger nose. This nose is kind of subtle though.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's why it's what you're smelling is very different than what's going on the palate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what's interesting, it actually coats the palate and then it just dissipates. So it's not something syrupy like you would imagine of some of the infused tequilas that just kind of put too much in there.
Yeah, and it's not like the ones that have actually agave syrup added to it, because some of those can tend to coat your palate as well. This is
I
supposed to be
like
good
it.
for your cold, Alex.
Hopefully it'll work for me.
You can pour this in your tea. You can pour. I mean, it's apparently there are other companies using this. You can buy it on. You can buy the powder online. It's an all natural version of the powder.
Well, there you go.
A Hawaiian-based popsicle company is also using it.
Will they cure any ailments?
I don't know.
Will it serve as an aphrodisiac?
Plum
What else
skins?
you got? What else you got on that list?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. It's a candied treat. It's a potent powder that can transform anything into an exotic candied treat. And candied might even be. It might scare you. Don't let it scare you. That's probably the only descriptor they could come up with because it's not so sweet. Alex and I have had some cinnamon infused stuff that's just horrendous, and this is not offensive at all.
No, it's actually very good. It's very well made.
I think so too. What do you think? Brand of
Okay.
Promise in the infused?
Most definitely Ben Promise.
Wow.
In the infusion
In the infusion category,
category.
I would say start looking for it in the mainland, which would be the California area. Shortly, we'll find out more from these folks as the year goes along. But I'm impressed, Alex. This is
Yeah.
not. Don't let the color and the descriptors scare you. It's the color looks like it's got a ton of stuff in it, and it really does not. It doesn't come across that way at all.
It looks nice on your bar too.
Yeah, actually, it's got a nice hand feel, almost like
Yeah.
almost reminiscent of that old Herradura bottle. Remember that?
Looks
Before,
nice next to my tiki dolls too.
oh, there you go. Okay, that's what I was going to ask you. Cocktail worthy? What do you think?
Um, you know what? It is. I'd have to see what I could try it in. It definitely has the the notes for what I'm thinking when I'm tasting this.
Tell me.
I mean, I'd love to blend it with some. I'd love to try it on a margarita.
I'd like. You know what?
I can imagine the color, but I'm thinking orange. Blending
Okay.
it with an orange liqueur, not necessarily just a triple sec.
So kind of, would you use a bitter
And
orange, or would you use more toward the sweeter oranges, like a instead of a citronage? In other words, would you use something like Cointreau or
probably a Cointreau. You know what? Or use this almost instead of a triple sec, like in a Cosmopolitan.
ooh, it'd be interesting to play with and see if the color holds
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Not just for the color, but that's what I'm. That's almost what I'm tasting. Is that type of spirit combination because of that Li Hing Mui.
You say that so well. You say that
I'm
so
practicing.
well.
Thank you.
Hey, well, congratulations to Kapena.
Yeah.
I think very worthy in the infusion category for tequila. And if you have, I'm sure on their website they have wonderful recipes and stuff like that. But if you've used this before, especially if you're watching us in Hawaii, which would be 3 hours later from Alex's time, um, subscribe down below. Tell us what you think. If you've used the candied powder before and something else, I'd like to get the powder. I really would like to get the. Oh yeah, look at the Hawaiian Islands are on there.
Kapena. Kapena means captain.
Captain, my captain.
It's captain.
Captain, my captain. Well, actually, my eyes.
Hey, well, how about packaging?
You know, I'll go there with you. I'll go there with you because the bottle, the hand feel of it, reminds me of the old Herradura bottles. But I really like the subtlety here and the subtlety on the knob. I mean, you
I like it. It stands out. We have so many bottles.
yeah, that's true.
You put them out there, and it's like, well, this little guy stands out. This little stubby little bottle stands out, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it does. Even up in the shelving, well, you've got a ton of bottles like I do, but yeah, it's almost like, well, what's that?
This little
What's
guy
that?
stands out. It's
And the
like, hey, let me
and,
try
and the
that.
color, the color is really
And the color,
attractive. You know,
the color, yeah, the color says try me.
yeah. So I agree. I think
I don't know.
brand
Nomination?
brand of promise in the packaging for
Okay, you
tequila
got it.
packaging and infusion. I think so. I think so. Congratulations to these guys, Kapena. Watch out for them in Southern California, coming hopefully very soon. Otherwise, if you're in Hawaii, let us know.
Look for it.
Look for it. That's our take on Kapena. I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio.
I'm Alex Perez, Southern California. Thanks for watching Sipping Off the Cuff. And as always, sip wisely.